Hey y'all, this is going to be a fun recipe today. There's some words in it that I have a very hard time pronouncing. So we just have to wait and see what comes out of my mouth when I get to those words. But, you know, I adore my magazine. It's been out now like 10 or 11 years, and I still love it to this day. And one of the reasons I love it so much is the recipes in it more than likely have never been in any of the books. So it's like getting a constant supply, of new recipes. And of course, they're easy to store. They don't take up much room, and I keep mine in a basket so I can just flip back. And they're still on special if you would like to order some for somebody. Great gift, $16.99. You can't beat that. And like I said, the best part is recipes you've never seen, at least in any of my books. So what I'm making today out of the magazines is a banana pudding caramel bars. Now I can pronounce all of those words, but on this next page, we will see. So we're going to make a graham cracker crust, and I've got a 9 by 9. I think this is 9 by 9, maybe an 8 by 8, but it doesn't matter. I've got 2 cups of vanilla wafer crumbs, 1 stick of melted butter, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and like 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt to just give it that little salty taste. Now I'm just going to mix this with my butter. And I want to just make sure every crumb gets bathed in that butter. All right, so I'm going to press this in to my 8 by 8 or 9 by 9. And you want to make sure you really press it in. Let me see, I think I'll just start using one of my measuring cups to press it. Yeah, that looks good. The smaller measuring cup works real good. Now we're going to put this in our freezer, and we're going to freeze this for 30 minutes. And while that's becoming frozen, I'm going to be making the custard that goes on top that makes it that banana pudding caramel. So here we go, 30 minutes. This banana caramel pudding, we're going to need sweetened whipped cream to go on top of our final dish. And it calls for 2 cups. And that's just about 2 cups. Thank you, Therese. You know what? I like to have extra, so I'm going to do about 2.5 cups. Because I don't like running short on my topping for my desserts. All right, I used 1/4 of a cup of sugar per cup of heavy cream. Now, if you don't like it that sweet, lessen the sugar. Do it to suit your palate. It's the most important thing. All right, Teresa froze my bowl for me so it's nice and cold. And it should get pretty quickly. So our whipped cream is nice and stiff. And this is the very last thing that we're going to need to put our dessert together. So I'm going to put it in the refrigerator so it can stay icy cold. This really is an easy dessert, y'all. It's just you do it in steps. So we're going to make our custard part now, because every good banana pudding has that custard. And I'm going to beat 1 cup of milk, cold milk, with it, and 1 cup of cold heavy cream. You can tell which is the heavy cream, can't you? All right, this will take maybe a couple of minutes. I'll try not to squirt it all over me. Okay, I can put my little hand mixer away because I think we have beaten up everything we need to beat up for this recipe. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because it's going to keep getting thicker and thicker. And I beat it for, I guess, about 2 minutes. So I want it to stay cold. So in the fridge it goes with its sister, the whipping cream. Okay, our crust, our banana caramel pudding is in the freezer, and it's probably been in there about 15 minutes. So it's got a few more minutes. So while that's continuing to freeze, I've gotten to the part that I can't pronounce. I need my daughter-in-law here. My little Latin daughter-in-law. Because I guess y'all are wondering, why is she saying caramel? I hadn't seen any caramel yet. Well, here's our caramel that we're going to use. And it's dulce de leche. Is that right? Did I say it right?
Yeah, dulce de leche.
Oh, good. I can't believe I said it.
I'm saying it correctly.
Dulce de leche.
I do know it's dulce.
Yeah.
Dolce.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
De leche.
If y'all are ever looking at some of my old shows, and you run up on that recipe that I was making that right there. So you don't have to make your own. It's like our condensed milk that we use for so many things. You can buy it at the grocery store just like that. And I'm going to be spreading this on top of our crust. And so I'm going to just pop this in the microwave for a second because I don't want to disturb my crust trying to spread that caramel because it's really, really thick. So I think if I give it just a little bit of heat, it'll be easier to spread. I'm taking it out of the freezer, maybe a little minute or so early, but I do want to get this dulce de leche because I popped it in the microwave for about 30, 45 seconds, and it did loosen up for me, and it's going to make it easier to spread. Oh, my goodness. This stuff is so good I could eat it with a spoon. Just don't want to tear up your pretty frozen crust. So now I'm going to pour our banana pudding and our whipped cream and our bananas. And you will slice your bananas at the last minute because they turn brown so very quickly. And that's what's going on next. And I bathed this in lemon juice, and it still wanted to turn a little dark. So, like I said, last minute, slice your bananas and throw them onto your dulce de leche. Look at that, just rolling off my tongue.
Well, you would be so proud.
Wouldn't you be proud? Kind of make sure they're distributed, as evenly as you can get it. And that was 2 bananas, y'all. So that's where the banana pudding comes from. Okay. It's coming together, y'all. See how nice and thick our pudding got. So there we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right now for the creamy, sweet, wonderful topping. Maybe putting too much. Hold on. Let me spread this out and see. No, I want to bring it too thick. And if you wanted to just let people know what's inside of their dessert that you're serving them, you could put some bananas on top, but just remember they turn dark so quickly. So if you have fruit fresh, that works real good, and it'll help keeping those bananas from turning brown. So y'all ready to dig in? Looks so good. Nice thick crust. What it looks like. Oh, Teresa. I'm sorry for that. This is so good. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. To me, this would be a real good dessert. It's out of this world, y'all. But on a hot summer day, to me, it's just like a perfect dessert. It's cold. Mm. And the banana with the dulce de leche. Such a great combination. So we want to keep this puppy nice and cold. So in the refrigerator, it goes. Up in best dishes.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.